Hey guys, this is Zishan from ultimateofftimes.com. Today we are going to talk about Little Witch in the Woods. Review of Little Witch in the Woods with info on the story, gameplay mechanics, and everything else you need to know before you buy. The South Korean studio Sunny Side Up created Little Witch in the Woods, a pixel art fantasy role-playing game, where Ellie, an apprentice witch, is told by a little witch in the woods explore the enchanted woodland, assist the beautiful residents, and learn about the witch's daily existence. The goal of visiting the witch's residence is to discover and study the magical creatures, create potions, and learn more about witchcraft in the games. First, the game is popular because of the story's appeal. And second, because of the game's best and most beautiful art styles. Finally, the final well-liked portion is the game's great themes of friendship and articles. Ellie must undergo training to graduate from witch school. Before graduating, apprentice witches must first visit the witches' houses found around the kingdom and assist the neighboring village and villagers in making the world a better place. Park goes on to state that, in addition to Ellie's story, each villager will have their unique storylines and objectives, and that Sunny Side Up was inspired by games such as Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing, as well as other movies and cartoons. From the train that takes Ellie to her new life to the socialization with the creatures of the woods themselves, which range from a fishing bear named Rosie and a small fox named Rubrum to a well-dressed snow leopard bartender and an apologetic train attendant in the form of a small otter. The Stardew Valley inspiration is clear. This game's early access will include the opening story and the game's main material. You have the option of playing and enjoying two main levels and meeting and exploring the game's 7 characters. The game allows you to explore 2 different places and find over 10 other plants and creatures. You can even make some of the potions while playing the game. The early access will support many languages, including English and the Korean. The game will have additional activities and regions, some objects, and the complete tale in the full edition. The game will also support other languages after its full release. The full release of this game is scheduled for the first half of 2022. In Little Witch in the Woods, we take on the role of Ellie Blue River, an apprentice witch in a beautiful pixel fantasy world. Ellie must complete her training before graduating from witch school, and as part of her training, she must assist the adjacent village and its inhabitants. She'll be immersed in many elements of witchy life, including gathering materials, processing them, crafting potions, using her skills to solve riddles and challenges, exploring, fishing, catching bugs, rebuilding her home, and more. According to the internet, the early access edition will include the prologue and 1 chapter with approximately 5 hours of gameplay. Currently, the full version will consist of the prologue, 3 chapters, and the ending, with the developers estimating roughly 20 hours of gameplay. Various content such as activities, areas, items, and characters will be upgraded and increased in the complete edition, and the player will have a deeper experience. It will also end the many different types of stories going on. Ellie interacts with the world's plants and critters to harvest and prepare components for potions. Park explains, players meet different plants and creatures depending on the theme of each map, which influences their gatherable and potions. We learn more about how potion creation works in Little Witch in the Woods during a 30-minute wholesome games demo. The treasures and resources you uncover must be turned into ingredients in the brewing chamber by roasting or juicing them to manufacture potions. Once you've prepared them, you brew them by selecting your ladle stirring technique and how hot the fire under the cauldron should be, all of which can be found in potion recipes in your guidebook. Park claims that these potions are meant to fix riddles and difficulties. We see an example of this in the demo when Ellie uses a Weed Terminator potion to remove a thorn vine that was blocking her path, unlocking a new region for her to explore. Ellie will be traveling and assisting locals, fishing, catching bugs, restoring the witch's house she lives in and its brewing chamber, solving challenges and puzzles, recording the creatures and stuff she encounters in her guidebook, and potion recipes. Some creatures or resources may be limited to specific regions. A map from the game's website shows a few locations we've already seen. In contrast, trailers show Ellie visiting various sites, from what appears to be an inn called Salt and Pepper owned by a friendly dragon chef to a range of beautiful pastel-colored forests. Little Witch in the Woods has a lovely pixel graphic style, and Park says that all of the devs enjoy the particular attraction of pixel art. Early access to the Little Witch in the Woods was out in 2021. Early access will allow you to play the game before the final release, scheduled for 2022. The last release is on May 16, 2022, and will be available on Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, Steam, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Macintosh operating systems. The full version of Little Witch in the Woods will be released in 2023. Likely for Xbox. At launch, Little Witch in the Woods will also be available on Xbox Game Pass. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this video. So, just click the like button below, and also to watch more videos from us. Just subscribe to Ultimate of Times and also join our forum to build a gaming community.